Welcome, everyone. Today we're doing a deep dive into the really compelling messages from the Bollywood film Three Idiots. We're using an excerpt, sort of a short story version, to guide us.
Right.
And our mission really is to unpack this story, see what powerful insights it offers about education, and maybe what success truly means, going beyond just the plot.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it, how this story about three engineering students, Rancho, Farhan, and Raju, can, so clearly show these deep principles about learning.
Definitely.
We're going to look at Rancho's very unique way of thinking at the Imperial College of Engineering and how it really challenged the conventional wisdom there.
Okay, so straight away, the source points to Rancho's focus. It wasn't about grades, was it? It was about actually gaining knowledge.
Exactly.
We've all felt that pressure, I think, chasing marks, but Rancho just turned that on its head. How did that, actually play out day to day at the college?
Well, it showed up in some really interesting ways.
Hmm.
For instance, there's that scene or detail where they're asked to define machine.
Yeah.
Everyone else is reciting the textbook definition, right? But Rancho gives this simple, practical answer. Any device that simplifies human effort. And then he demonstrates it just by throwing a pen. Simple machine.
Right, functional.
It wasn't just about being clever. It was about understanding the function, the application, not just memorizing facts.
Right.
His whole philosophy was pursue excellence and success will follow. A direct challenge to that rote learning system.
And it wasn't just him, was it? He seemed to really change his friends, Farhan and Raju.
Oh, definitely.
Farhan was just doing engineering for his dad, and Raju was terrified of failing because of his family situation. How did Rancho's approach, focusing on passion and potential, actually change their paths?
Well, crucially, he didn't just lecture them. He kind of showed them the way. With Farhan, who secretly loved wildlife photography,
Right.
Rancho basically pushed him to actually talk to his father, to
Exactly.
pursue that dream. And the story really paints this as a huge leap of faith for Farhan.
Yeah, a big moment.
And for Raju, who was so weighed down by anxiety, Rancho helped him face his fear of failure. He encouraged him to be honest in his job interview instead of relying on lucky rings and superstitions. These aren't just plot points. They're powerful examples in the story showing how real learning can actually empower you to live more authentically.
It's easy to admire Rancho, his idealism, but did the story touch on any downsides? I mean, did he face real problems for, shaking things up? It can't have been easy challenging the system, especially under the director virus.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
The story definitely shows the friction. Rancho constantly clashed with Virus and his rigid teaching methods.
Yeah.
He faced punishments, even the threat of being kicked out. There are moments like him putting that inverted camera on the dean's door or asking those direct challenging questions in class. They put him in real jeopardy.
So not just comedy then.
No, not at all. It's serious commentary, actually. It shows how these really rigid systems can end up stifling the very creativity and innovation they supposedly want to encourage. There's a real human cost sometimes when conformity is prioritized over genuine curiosity.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me. The story also pushes this powerful idea about what success really is. It's not just the degree or the high-paying job right away.
Right.
The ending, where we find out Rancho is actually this brilliant world-renowned scientist, Funsuk Wangdu, that kind of reframes everything. Success here seems to be about deep knowledge, real impact.
Exactly. And if you connect that to the bigger message, the film is basically arguing that real knowledge and innovation can change the world. It's quite a hopeful message, but also a challenging one.
How so?
Well, Funsuk Wangdu, the real Rancho, embodies it, right? He develops hundreds of patents, creates innovative solutions. It shows that real success, lasting success, comes from applying that deep understanding to solve actual problems. It's a powerful counter-narrative to just getting the best job offer straight out of college.
It suggests fulfillment comes from that sustained, passionate pursuit.
Precisely. Excellence and contribution over just, status.
So, thinking about you, the listener, what does all this mean for your own journey? How you learn, how you apply knowledge? We've seen how Three Idiots really champions passion in learning, critiques that rote memorization, and sort of redefines success.
Yeah.
It all points to this idea that real knowledge, real innovation, can genuinely make a difference.
Which brings up a really important question, I think. Considering Rancho's mantra, right, pursue excellence and success will follow. How might things change for you if you shifted your focus?
Right.
Away from just scoring marks, towards genuinely pursuing excellence and understanding. Could that transform how you apply knowledge? allow you to innovate and make an impact in your own world.
Mm.
Maybe it's less about what we know and more about how deeply we understand it, and crucially, what we decide to do with that understanding.